Alright, it is Monday, September 17, 2018, 12:50 p.m. Let's take a look at some headlines. Stunning Sphinx discovered at ancient Egyptian temple. Look at the detail on that Sphinx. There's a lot of detail on it. There's still black in the eyes and eyebrows. It's amazing. Can't believe they actually discovered that. Alright, archaeologists have discovered a stunning Sphinx statue at an ancient temple in southern Egypt. The sandstone statue was discovered during a project to reduce groundwater at Kam Ombo Temple and Aswan. The statue likely dates back to the Ptolemaic period between 305 BC and 30 BC, according to Dr. Mustafa Waziri, a General Secretary of Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquities. In Facebook post, Waziri explained that the statues were found in southeastern side of the temple, where two sandstone reliefs of King Ptolemy V were discovered 2 months ago. So, the Sphinx statues, which have a lion's body and a human head, typically depict a king and are often found guarding the entrances of ancient Egyptian temples. That is pretty amazing discovery of a Sphinx at a temple. Beautiful statue, by the way. Alright, next. Florence causing historic and unprecedented flooding. At least 17 people have died. Florence weakened to a tropical depression Sunday, but it's a cold comfort to residents in North Carolina who have seen over 2 feet of rain and are now battling major river flooding and possible tornadoes. Floodwaters are still raging across parts of our state, and the risk of life is rising with the angry waters, North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper said at midday news conference. He added that this storm has never been more dangerous than it is right now in certain areas of the state. Some parts of the state were adding 2 to 3 inches in an hour, Cooper said. That's enough to cause flooding in areas that have never flooded before until now. Since the storm made landfall as a hurricane in North Carolina on Friday morning, it has been blamed for 16 deaths. Officials said at least 17 people had died in both states. The death toll included a person killed Sunday in a pickup truck crash near Gilbert, South Carolina, that occurred when the motorist drove through standing water on a roadway, according to the South Carolina Department of Public Safety. Hundreds of people have been rescued by local authorities, Cajun Navy volunteers, and the U.S. Coast Guard since Friday morning. Alright, so there have been 17 people who have passed away from the storm, and there is still flooding happening. So please stay safe in North Carolina and South Carolina. Alright, next, strawberry needle scare. Australia probe as vicious crime widens. Australia has ordered an investigation into the discovery of sewing needles hidden in strawberries, amid growing alarm over scares across the country. Contaminated punnets have now been reported in 6 states and territories. A minister called it a vicious crime. One man was taken to hospital after eating a strawberry that held a needle. Several brands have been recalled, while New Zealand's biggest grocers have stopped selling Australian strawberries as a precaution. Australian Health Minister Greg Hunt ordered the Food Safety Authority of Australia and New Zealand to investigate the scare. There is a vicious crime in its general attack to the public, he said. Local authorities are also investigating, but no suspects have been identified. There are also copycat fears. Cases of fruit tampering were first reported in Queensland last week before spreading to New South Wales, Victoria, the Australian Capital Territory, South Australia, and Tasmania. Growers and produce and police have suggested that some cases may be copycat incidents. Please stay safe in the Australian area. There could be danger with those strawberries, and who knows? I hope copycats stop and people stay safe, because that's kind of dangerous. You never know. You just eat a strawberry and end up having to go to the hospital. Alright, next, New Mexico Observatory set to reopen after temporary closure over undisclosed security issue. So, I had made a video earlier about this observatory being closed down mysteriously, the FBI being involved and nobody really knowing exactly what happened at this observatory in New Mexico, and people making videos nonstop about, speculation about what really happened. It ended up being that a lot of other observatories around the world stopped showing their feeds because of an unknown issue, and people are trying to figure out what happened with this observatory. But apparently, it is set to reopen. Alright, a New Mexico Observatory that was temporarily shut down over an undisclosed security issue is set to reopen Monday. After its closure sparked wide-ranging theories, officials said the Sunspot Solar Observatory, located near the Sacramento Mountains, no longer faces a security threat to staff. The Association of Universities for Research in Astronomy, AURA, said in a statement Sunday. The facility has been closed since September 6th. Who knows what the mystery with this observatory is? Who knows if it will ever be solved, but it is quite interesting to note. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by. Hit the like button, subscribe, and have a good one guys. God bless.